Now, the co-main event was Ricardo Lamas and Diego Sanchez. I had mentioned Friday night that when I saw Diego this weekend at the weigh-ins, not so much at the weigh-ins, but just getting a first glance at him, I guess, after not seeing him in a while, and then seeing him trying to make 145. The guy looked super thin, like he gave up a lot of muscle to make that weight.
Yeah.
What was your impression on how that fight went down for him, other than the fact that he just lost to a better fighter?
Yeah, he did. No, Ricardo Lamas looked awesome. I don't think that factored into Diego Sanchez's performance at all. I think he just got beat to the punch every time. I think Ricardo Lamas just outfought him. I don't think it had anything to do with his cardio or cutting weight or anything like that. And it's everything being right. Diego Sanchez is a gamer. He's always a gamer. I mean, I think at one point he was hopping around on one foot trying to draw Ricardo Lamas into a brawl. So he's always going to be, he's always going to try to put on a good show, but I don't think the weight cut played a factor into him losing at all.
Yeah, I really didn't feel that either, because I just, like you said, I felt like Lamas was just better. He was quicker. The leg kicks were right on target and really hurt Diego.
Right.
And Diego's always an exciting fighter, but exciting doesn't necessarily win championships.
No.
And he's come close. He's fought for the title, the lightweight title, but wasn't able to get it done. So I guess the question now for Diego Sanchez, who's 1-3 in his last 4, at only 33 years old, what can this guy do to get over the hump? He's tried 4 different weight classes.
Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't think, if he's going to try to make a title run at 145, I love Diego Sanchez. I love that he's a gamer. I love that he tries to get out there. But, Ricardo Lamas probably being, number 5 right now in the featherweights.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ricardo Lamas. I think they showed 1 through 5 last night. It was Jose Aldo, right? Conor McGregor, Chad Mendes, Frankie Edgar, and Ricardo Lamas. Man, that's death row right there. I mean, especially if you're an older guy like Diego Sanchez, right? And you're trying to keep up, and maybe your game hasn't evolved as much. If you're just known for being a brawler and your game hasn't evolved as much as, all these guys that, can put it all together, the way they can put it together, that's death row, man. I mean, you always got the puncher's chance, but, is that going to be enough?
The thing with Diego Sanchez, the guy's a very good wrestler. And, you've hit on this several times in the past about these guys that, they kind of find a little bit of success in the striking department, and it just draws them completely away from some of the things that they're really good at. And Diego Sanchez at one time was a pretty, feared wrestler. And now he comes out and he tries to draw these guys into brawls, and technically he just can't. You talk about a murderer's row, like you said, you got Conor McGregor, you got Jose Aldo, you got Frankie Edgar, you got Chad Mendes, you got Max Holloway, Ricardo Lamas. That's the top 5, including the champion.
I didn't even mention Max Holloway. Oh, Charles Oliveira. All these guys, man, and it's crazy when you watch those guys strike, grapple, do everything they do. They're up, down, they're in, they're out, they're all over the place, and the transition is so seamless. It's on the spur of a moment. Diego Sanchez still looks uncomfortable when he's throwing punches and kicks. He doesn't look like it's his natural element yet. So I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but he's going to have to change his game completely.
Well, yeah,
he's going to have to fight light a featherweight.
Yeah. Could he add more of a technical style to his game? Of course he could.
Absolutely.
But
of course he could.
Will he do it? Probably not. I mean,
no.
If he hasn't done it yet, because he's only 33, but
he's not that old.
Fights. This guy's been in the game for a long time. He's not that old, but he does have there's some wear on the tread of those tires, and
right.
I don't know, man. I think he, man, I don't know. I mean, you look at the lightweight division. There's killers when you start getting into the top three, and welterweight. He's going to be small at welterweight. I don't know. It's tough for him. I think he's just probably going to finish up his career. And even though he's a guy that's exciting and zany and crazy, he's probably just going to finish up his career being a guy that other guys make their name off of. And I hate to say that, but